Democracy comes to Iraq. Stay with MSNBC as the votes are counted with up-to-the-minute live coverage from Baghdad. Iraq Votes, continuing coverage on MSNBC.
Countdown. MSNBC doesn't recycle its...
We are seeing democracy in action. A historic voting comes to an end as polls begin to close for Iraq's first competitive election in 50 years.
And despite tight security throughout the country, insurgents still managed to launch a wave of deadly attacks against polling stations, killing about 36 people.
And the polls are still open for Iraqi nationals in other parts of the world. All these stories and more as part of our special coverage of the Iraq vote continues this morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm Randy Meyer.
And I am Christine Johnson. Thank you for joining us this morning.
It's about 9 a.m. on the East Coast, 5 p.m. in Baghdad, the scheduled closing time for polls in Iraq, marking the end of that country's first free elections in decades. The polls, however, will stay open, as they often do in America, for those Iraqis still standing in line at this hour. Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice says the election has gone, quote, better than expected. In fact, one member of the Iraqi Electoral Commission estimated turnout at more than 70%, although other officials have refused to put a number on it just yet. It is clear, however, that millions came out to vote in the Shiite areas of central and southern Iraq and the Kurdish areas to the north. However, turnout was extremely low in some Sunni areas like Samarra, Ramadi, Fallujah, and other places. Polling stations didn't open at all, in fact, there. As for fears of violence, insurgents made good on their promise to attack polling stations. At least 9 of them in Baghdad alone, 31 people killed in those explosions. And within the past hour, we received word that top terrorist Abu Musab al-Zarqawi is reportedly claiming responsibility for those attacks. NBC's Michelle Caruso Cabrera is live for us in Baghdad with the very latest on how this election day has unfolded so far. Michelle?
Good evening. As you can see, the sun is setting behind me. It is 5 o'clock in the afternoon.